I think that is a great place to start, in that before we even get into the conversation of finances and budgeting and all that, it's important to start with, okay, you give to God what we are indebted for, okay? But I want to get real, okay? So let's try to, because you can talk about this in so many different ways. Let's talk about a guy or a girl that's just gotten out of uni and has got their first job, okay? Let's say they're earning a standard wage here in Australia, 60K, whatever it is.
Yep.
And they're trying to figure out, okay, how do I, as a person who has just gotten out of uni, still living at home, going to church, living my life, how do I set up a life and a future for myself, my future kids, my future family? And how do I, especially in a state like New South Wales and a city like Sydney, how do I get into a position where I am financially stable?
Well, you kick it off.
I would say that the mountain, I'm going to start with this. The mountain seems big. It seems big, and that deters people from even conquering that mountain, but you just got to start chipping away at it. And so you're fresh out of uni. I forgot what the question was, but I've got somewhat of an answer. Hit me again.
Okay. Basically, I'm putting a scenario in front of you.
Yeah.
The person has come out of uni.
Yeah.
First job, living at home. How do they set up a life for themselves?
You need to set a budget. And I said that before, but figure out what it's going to cost you to live.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've got that down pat, you've got your tithing down pat, what it's going to cost you to live. Now you've got that money that I have to set aside, and that's going to go straight into my bank account. It's never going to be touched. And I'm just going to start growing the amount of money I have in my savings. 'Cause if you have no savings, you can't do anything.
So what's the purpose of my savings?
Your purpose of your savings is to then take that and invest it into something else.
Okay, but I'm playing devil's advocate.
You go for
I've
it.
just come out of uni.
Yeah.
It's been a long 4 years.
Yeah.
I want to go travel Europe.
Okay. Go travel Europe. Go travel to Europe.
Okay.
If that's what your aspirations are in life, go do it.
Mm-hmm.
Go do it. That wasn't the answer you're looking for, but honestly, go do it. And then, this whole conversation is set up on what are your goals in life? What do you want to do with your life?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm a guy that's just come out of uni.
Yeah.
My aspiration is to own a house in Sydney and raise a family in it.
But you want to go to Europe?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Set your priorities in straight. What are we doing?
And I think that's the important
Yeah.
factor here, right?
Yeah.
Is I think we have a problem here right now where we live in a generation where everyone wants everything now. They want the rewards now,
Yeah. Yeah.
but not willing to put the work in.
Yeah.
So set the budget.
Yeah. If that guy's goal was to, hey, I'll get married when I'm 35, I do want to establish myself up, but I want to go to Europe first. My answer might be controversial. I would say go to Europe. You have time to set yourself up, and this time when you're younger doesn't come back. Go to Europe.
But deal with the repercussions of doing it.
But that's based upon what your priorities in life were.
Yeah.
If that's your priority, go do it. Yeah.
No, I agree with that. I think it's important. A lot of people, like you said, everyone's trying to get rich quick. And so that they go onto YouTube and they go into these little schemes, whatever. But like you said, you got to start off with the fact that you need to budget. And if you and this is the beauty of it, if you can get it right, if you're earning something like 60K a year and you can really do it well, when it comes to earning 70, 80, 90, much more later on down the track, it's not new. It's not a new process like, okay, I earn 130 a year and I'm just throwing my money left and right into, food this much, streaming services this much, just dumb things here. If you can get it and establish it right in the beginning, when you earn like that 60K, as like a starting off for that example, it'll set you up so well later on, and it'll give you like pure diligence and patience to know how to go about it, that when you do work hard enough and everything else, and then things come your way where you start earning a bigger paycheck, it becomes a lot easier to manage.
So you're training yourself.
Yeah. And you got to start early. You got to do that in the beginning.
I tell you a problem people face also when they're earning pennies, like scrub money. What am I saving for? Oh, it's just 10K. What am I saving for? And they lose sight of how much that'll help them further down, because that compounds. It builds on itself. But the undisciplined person, they can't see that. They don't see that. It's like 10K. Like what's 10K really going to help me with in my future? And what doesn't help that is the fact that we've got now, if you want to buy a home, we're looking at millions of dollars. So it makes it seem unachievable, so that when they look at, hey, I've got 20K in my bank account, it's like, I'm not getting anywhere, so I may as well just spend it now. So for the undisciplined person, that's something else that adds to the struggle, the fact that it seems so unachievable.
But it's chipping away. And I think what a budget does for you, it gives you a goal.
Yeah.
Like when you do that budget, you see, okay, if I'm spending this much, my ultimate figure at the end of the year is 5K.
Yeah.
Let's say your figure's 5K. You can't save a lot. 5K is your number. Bro, 5K is 5K. That's 5K you didn't have before.
Yeah.
And that's sitting in your bank account now. That's going to help you for your future. So set that goal. And I think it's important to put a number on that goal.
Yeah.
Whatever it is financial, whatever that financial number is, put that financial number, get that number, and that's your goal.